So here's the crazy thing about food and the relationship and attachment that we have to food. We within our minds have the ability to alter our desire for something within a moment. Literally within a moment. We have the capacity to take a brownie, for instance, and convince ourselves that that's the last brownie on earth and we have to have it and it's going to taste so good. And it's at like a 10 out of 10. Our experience of having that brownie can be at a 10 out of 10 if we allow our minds to go there. And on the flip side of that, we also have the capacity to convince ourselves that we definitely don't want that brownie at all and it's actually going to taste like a pile of shit and we don't want it. And we have the ability to, it's something I call desire manipulator. We can manipulate our desire to absolutely want something from a 10 out of 10 or think that it's like absolutely not what we don't want. And we don't realize our power in doing this and our power that we have within our minds to actually look at something and change our emotional attachment to it within moments. Our mind is so powerful, but because you're always tempted and because you've never actually exercised the opposite of not wanting it and telling yourself that no, that brownie is actually not going to nourish me at the highest level, because you've not exercised that side of it and you don't know how, essentially you are then by default you just go into what you've always done, which is convincing yourself that you have to have it, and if you don't have it something bad's going to happen and you're never going to eat again. And we go through these thought patterns because we're conditioned for feast and famine. So if you have restrictive behaviors or there's that fear of future deprivation going on, nothing is going to stop you from getting that brownie unless you take control of your own thoughts and you change the desire and the emotional attachment you have to it. So I would love to hear your feedback on, take something when you have that feeling of I have to have it. It has to go in my body. This has to pass through my lips. There's no way it's not. When you feel that, just play with the ability to actually change your reaction to it. So, you know what? No, that brownie's actually not going to taste that good. I don't really want it. There's tons of brownies in the world. I can have a brownie in 2 hours if I want. Like, I don't really have to have that now. And try and remove that scarcity mindset around it and infuse and install an abundance mindset around food. And let me know how that goes. It's a very cool exercise to practice and to know that we have the ability to do that within moments. So let me know how that goes. Love you all. Bye.